All right, it's July 19th, 107, 1:57 a.m., Sunday morning. Today I was home, worked on some tax issues from when I was a Uber driver in 22, 21. Couldn't get back on the Uber website and locked me out to get the information. So, what's the Royals or what's the World Cup? Third place versus fourth place. I guess, there was like third place wins $2 million more than fourth place is for the whole team. These guys do get paid. Every country pays the players a different amount of money. So the country collects I guess for third place gets 2 million more than fourth place or something. So I mean a little bit per player. What England was ahead 4-0, then France came back and 3 goals in the last. And then I guess England won it. Royals played, they won again. Last night they had the bases loaded in the ninth inning with no outs, and the pitcher struck out 3 guys in a row. I thought, oh, this is bad news, bad omen. Then in the 10th inning, the San Diego got like 3 runs. I said, yep, bad omen. But the Royals rallied in the 10th inning and got 4 runs. They had the bases loaded with no outs, and they'd already scored a run or two. So they were behind by 1 or 2 at that point. And then bases loaded, somebody got a hit or two. They won the game. Wow. Crazy wild win for the Royals. They don't usually do that like that. They usually blow it. If they got a chance and they don't do it, they usually lose. So, won 2 in a row. Well, they were 10 games out of the wild card at All-Star break. So, yeah, mathematically, they're not out. I don't think they got a chance. I saw something where the NFL might have a new rule of three. If you kick a field goal over 60 yards, you get 4 points. That seems like a good idea. And the NBA getting a 4 point line. I think that's a good idea. Make it more interesting, more scoring, more offense. That's what it's all about. Chiefs are fifth in line in the odds makers to win the Super Bowl. So the odds makers still think the Chiefs are a Super Bowl contender, even after last year's no playoff and fall off the planet. I think they'll bounce back and make the playoffs. I don't know about Super Bowl victory, but it's possible. Well, I'd say it's very possible, but also it's possible they, you know, won all their close games 2 or 3 years ago. Last year they lost all the close games, so it's a thin margin. They're operating on thin margins. I guess every team's really operating on thin margins. So a lot of good teams and good players, and anything can happen. Injuries, referee, bad calls, good calls, whatever. It's not easy. It's not cakewalk. British Open's on. I was noticing British Open. Don't have many trees on the golf course. They got real long grass in the fairways. They got those bunkers, pothole bunkers with the almost straight walls, facing the greens. So sometimes these guys had real difficult angles and stuff to try to hit the ball out of the sand trap. And I guess it's not raining there. It's very dry, so the greens are fast. The ball's rolling on the fairways, off the fairways, whatever. It's a British Open major. Where Kansas City's Tom Watson made his money, became famous for all his British Opens. I guess they're shorter golf courses, shorter and tighter, and more finesse and accuracy than driving the ball long. I went out to the Park Place Music tonight. Local band's good. Wasn't packed. I wasn't packed last time I went there. It was packed. I went to Prairie Fire the other night. It was full but not packed. Then I went to Barley's late after 10, I guess around 10. It wasn't packed in there. The band was pretty damn good, though. I don't know if I've ever seen this band before. Smoking Jays. I just went in there because I was not ready to go home. Well, they were good. They were rock and roll, playing good music. They're good musicians. Uh, Stock market, looking at the charts on the weekend on my website, looks like well, the daily charts looking like maybe semiconductors are going to start to rebound. They started to rebound Friday afternoon. And the way I'm looking at those things right now, they're rebounding. They go down for a couple of days, they go up some, but they're stair stepping down. They're not just crashing down. They're just down a couple of days, up a day, down a couple of days, up a day. And that pattern seems to be in force here. Are they going to hit a low? Or they hit the low point? Doesn't look like it. NASDAQ charts looks like it's ready to fall off the cliff. And all the charts are pretty high, falling some. Oil, Iran issues are still going higher, driving oil higher. And when oil's going higher, it usually makes the stock market go lower. Big bank earnings were out the other day. Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan. Other stocks shot up early morning and then they gave it all back a couple of days. And they said they were improving their profit margin tremendously with AI. And all the AI hype, these data centers are now getting bad news. Aaron Brockovich. The towns where they have these data centers, the wildlife's disappearing. Farmer ranchers, cows and cattle are not reproducing. This AI wastewater is polluted and perhaps killing the wildlife and damaging them. And all the AI hypes, future that really may not materialize. So it looks to me like it's going to keep going down for a while. It's gone up quick with the hype, but all these forecasts and numbers may not really materialize. They might, it may not be, it's hard to say. Right now, the negative news is predominant. And we got some earnings reports, a lot of banks' earnings reports next week. I mean, the bank's financials, their stocks usually lead in many ways lead the stock market, S&P 500 and the Dow. They didn't look real good after the earnings. They popped up and came back down. So tooth here, my pull. Going to the dentist Monday. I thought it'll be exactly 2 weeks. I mean, they've been feeling decently okay here for the last 4 or 5 days. I never had any issues. So I guess they're healing good. Merrill Lynch, you owe me $1 trillion. Get on national TV and discuss this. Smith Barney, Payne Weber, you owe me $1 trillion. Berkshire Hathaway that owned Reese Nichols, $1 billion. Coldwell Banker, $1 billion. State of Kansas, Missouri, $1 billion. Police courthouse, $1 billion. Nazi mafia punks. I'm pretty goddamn sure they murdered my real dad. Or they let it happen and ignored it and act like they don't take care. That's another little gossip story. Yeah, we don't care. We look the other way and pretend we didn't know what happened. Because they don't give a shit when their superior gets killed. Because it's good for them. It's good for their side. Everybody's on their side. What's good for their side. They don't mind seeing their superior getting killed, taken out. They like it. It's good for them. Purdue, hand me $1 trillion to Wilbur's. Oklahoma State, IBM, hand me $1 trillion. Punks. It's all real. It's all happened. I don't know. I didn't think that it could, but it has. The law has no credibility. The courthouse has no credibility with me. They murdered my real dad. That idiot stole his identity, self-proclaimed murderer, and look-alike identity thief with a bunch of other people. I think they have like a fraternity, like, of all these people who look like famous people, look like other people, and that's their fraternity club. Because they just do whatever the hell they can get away with. And they'll think of some reason to justify themselves. Everybody justifies themselves, makes themselves right. And in some ways, I'd say, okay, but you know what? It ain't right for me, and I'm more right. So, hand me the $1 trillion, punks. Twin Towers in New York got blown up. They have those Twin Towers in Kansas City, the American Century, tallest building. Some of these idiots, the higher you are in the building, and more important you are, the higher you are. It's just like, it's money. You get a higher paycheck. You get that $4 billion a day paycheck. It don't matter if you're on the first floor or the top floor. It's called business license precedent. Paycheck precedent. Who are the fucking people you have to answer to? Who the fuck are the ones authorized to judge and disrespect? Who the fuck are they? Prove it. Punks. Dumbasses. Well, I got this fucking thing on my neck here. Got a bunch of bug bites I noticed on my leg, butt, neck. I guess it's from sitting down at the grass at the John Cougar concert, and I'll sit on a blanket or a towel. I wasn't really sitting that long. Guess that's what it is. Guess next time I'll wear jeans. Came home at 11 something tonight, and the clubhouse was all lit up with the party. They were in a party when I left. Looked like they were preparing for a party when I went in there this afternoon. Went to the pool. I go, these guys are coming out, and I go, you mean you guys had a wild party and didn't invite me? And the guy goes, yeah, it wasn't that wild. Out there having a birthday party for their 35-year-old daughter. The guy said, yeah, we were supposed to be out here by 10, they said, but I said, well, I don't know that anybody probably cares that much as long as, you leave everything nice, cleaned up when you leave, and don't cause a lot of commotion real late. Yeah, somebody will nitpick on it. I don't know. If they leave it a mess, I guess I'll have to pay a cleaning fee to get it cleaned up. So, IBM, pay me $1 trillion. Merrill Lynch is the one who really owes me $1 trillion. That $4 billion a year hedge fund paycheck for me is $4 billion a day. Past due since kindergarten, state of Kansas. It's all based on the kind of mood I am. I'm a gigolo. I'm just a gigolo, and everywhere I go, people know the game I'm playing. Depends what kind of mood I'm in. I was horny, so I had sex. Kind of mood I was in that time. One or two times, or, So, I'm heterosexual, 100% straight, all or nothing, with women, with money, with jobs, with everything. I'm compounded in my brain of all the shit, so I really don't give a shit what anybody thinks about me. Especially people that I don't have any relationships with or none of their business. I don't care. People who are empowered to judge me and have disrespected me, I want to see them fucked up. I think that's justice. Right is right. I was born right. I've always been right. Am I the smartest man in the world? Maybe, maybe not. Smartest man in the room? What room are you in? Don't matter. You're going to lose no matter what. Sunrooms of the same company. But the headquarters of the company might not. I mean, they don't let me in the headquarters of Sprint. Well, they're over Waddell and Reed. I mean, they have security guards threatening me. One time, one guy they sent me to his office, and he was a chairman or president. He said he started out in Wall Street as an analyst. I'm from here. I didn't go to Wall Street. I went to Video Corner because I owned 8 1/3%. It turned to fucking crap. Of course, the stockbroker office just had everybody from Video Corner arrested because they think all they have to do is have dumbass retail sales to be a sales. That's one thing mom or dad said. They said all kinds of shit. Well, you're not going to like her because she's going to have you arrested. The wife of the other owner. It's not even remotely something acceptable. They all need 50 years in prison. They're all inferiors to me. They're involved with the murder of my real dad, and that idiot stole his identity. Used his so-called reputation, legal powers to get, and it was all just a big fraud and lie. And minimum wage for me is $4 billion a day. And they'll need to pay with everything they've ever had, lose everything they got. They're just scum. What else was I thinking about? Well, I guess I'll go to bed.